Feeding fit full mar and feeding fit fall man and loon and begin a motivated much creation and tying the mudding and pudding. See how in the morning, bed over and take him taba and jan and take him born and like in the yell in the morning, bed over and take him and jan and take him born and like in the
Growing up in an industrial city like Glasgow, it was considered quite unusual to be interested in Gaelic as a child. Even though I grew up in Partick, which traditionally has got strong connections to the Gaeltacht, but in our household it was really politics and current affairs that was the big interest, even though there was music playing in the stereo all the time, and I would sing all the time as a wee girl around the house. But it was really independently that I became interested in Gaelic as a child, and it was music that became my route into the language. In the late 90s I was listening to bands like Capercaillie and Runrig, which was considered very uncool at that point when I was at school, and it was all about following the flock, and I didn't really fit into that mould. So my escape was really holidays on the Isle of Jura when I was a child, and that really fed my imagination and brought me into a whole different world of Gaelic music and culture, and it really nurtured me. The Isle of Jura had a profound effect on me as a child and also as a teenager, as it really brought me into contact with West Coast music and culture in a very immediate way. We used to stay with friends, and my friend's grandfather would sit us in the kitchen and would sing to us in Gaelic and regale us with these amazing stories that went back hundreds of years, and that really transported me into a different world, a magical world, as a child and also as a teenager, and I just remember thinking, this is where it's at. One of the great things about being able to do music as a career is that you get to travel all over the world with it, which can be amazing. The people and the places that you meet and go to can be just out of this world, and I've been very, very lucky to be involved in different projects, touring projects as well as recording projects over the years, as well as my own solo career. I've had the opportunity to write my own songs over the last few years in both Gaelic and English, and I find that process tremendously cathartic and satisfying. In terms of my solo career, I've recorded 2 albums. My first album was called Don't Sing Love Songs, which was really well received in 2007. And my second album is called Once Upon an Olive Branch, which was released in 2012. We've just re-released Don't Sing Love Songs due to popular demand, and it seems to be doing really well. To me, singing in any language is a really important means of communication. I've been tremendously lucky to have learned from some really legendary singers in both Gaelic and in English over the years. And I think it was Hamish Henderson who coined the phrase, the carrying stream. I think that's a great way to describe the idea of giving back what you get out of a tradition. For a number of years I've taught for the Gaelic Arts Agency, Fashion and Gael, and I also run several choir projects in the Glasgow area and Perth. I have to say that Gaelic has been a major part of my life, and Gaelic in return has been very, very good to me. I sometimes catch myself thinking that I would never have believed as a child that I would be doing this as a career, as an adult. And I think the main thing I've learned from all of this is never to become complacent about what you're doing, and be constantly trying to challenge yourself creatively and meet new people and go new places that are going to inspire that wee bit of magic.